Many people ask me about gas station loans and they ask what's the main reason why they don't close. And I would have to say without hesitation, one of the main reasons that gas station loans don't close are environmental issues. Um, we have this more often with purchase or acquisition financing than we do with refinances or construction. Usually on a refinance, the owner knows what's going on at the site, and usually on a construction, most of the time it's not at a site where there's been a gas station before. But it amazes me that on acquisition financing that people do not do their due diligence to find out exactly what's going on at the site. And there's a couple of things that happen. Either one, the seller represents that the site is clean and that there's no environmental issues. And the seller might be right. The only problem is a lot of times sites are they find RECs or recognized environmental conditions. They are remediated, they are monitored, but a closure letter or a no further action letter is never issued. So even though the seller might be correct in the sense that the site is clean, it's still an open file with the state. Another issue exists in that sometimes sellers have paid cash for the site and they don't necessarily go through all of the information that they need to find on what the issue is. Another thing exists where maybe the environmental issues was a previous seller or previous owner and they're not aware of it. So, how do you get around this? How do you find out what you have before you buy it? In reality, most environmental issues really are not issues. But what a lender does not want is to be stuck with the cleanup, even if it's a small amount. The easiest way to do is to go to the DEP, DEQ for a particular state and either call them on the phone. A lot of times they want you to have like a number or facility ID, which probably not going to have. But most of the time they can just look it up by address and see if there are any open files on the site. And if there's an open file on the site, it's going to tell you that there's either a corrective action plan going on, it's in the middle, or something's been identified, or the site is currently being remediated, or the site's currently been monitored, or they'll tell you when a no further action letter has been issued. This is not a perfect system, but it's certainly better than not having a clue of what's going on. So we would encourage you to, if you're looking to purchase a site, get on the website, call them up, give the address of the facility, and let them look up and basically give you a history of what's gone on there at the site, and then that will help you make a more informed decision. As usual, you should be dealing with people who are experts in the financing of gas stations and convenience stores. Petromac has a long track record of success in this asset class, and we would be able to assist you in any way that we possibly can. Thanks so much for listening to this.